Good morning, boys and girls. We are here sitting in our Kubota Excavator, or KX057, to review what seems to be a common issue with pushing buttons. So down here we have our little screen, which is not active at the moment. But a row of buttons across the bottom there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what happens is when we're running our cutting heads, you have to have this adjusted properly. So let me turn it on and let's go through this. Okay, first of all, if you're going to get into the information, press the number 1 button. This will give you some places to mess with, and I don't want you guys messing with a bunch of stuff. Let's go down to auxiliary flow control set. Over here to the right is the enter, and you saw this little thing corresponds with a down and this one corresponds with an up. I press the enter button. Now it gives me an icon choice. Right here I have the icon for a cutting head. If I push the button up or down, it changes to the squeeze. A cylinder emblem. Go back here. Alright, a rotating head for grapple. A grapple. Auger. Another kind of grapple. And a hammer. A scoop. So, let's go back to the cutting head. I bring it up, and this is just for you to reference. This really doesn't mean anything. This is just what you're looking at to keep track of what you've got your settings at. Then I have this next arrow on the button 4. And I toggle, and you see it change positions, and now it's changed over here to show the flow. This is for the flow to the 2 main lines out there connected to our head. Alright, and then over here is the flow, the other set of auxiliary lines, and that's going to the arm, the grapple arm, crud, squeeze, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, that cylinder right there. So I want flow in one direction with my cutting head. The way these cutting heads are set up, they will not reverse flow. So I only want flow on one side. So see, if I hit this, I can make the go clear down to 0 on that one side. I want it to be all the way up for my cutting operations. And then the next one, it toggles over here. I don't want anything there because it's a one direction valve inside the head. And if I try to flow backwards, it deadheads it, and it makes the line squeeze out, and it can cause a seal to blow. And so I don't want this one up at all. I want it all the way down to nothing. And then if I toggle over to these two, I want them to be able to go in both directions, because I want to be able to grapple something in my bucket. So this is what it should look like. I've got it set to auxiliary 1. Now if I hit enter, it goes to auxiliary 2. Now this one I want to change because, well, I just don't like the emblem, because I have my little arm there to grapple stuff with and squeeze stuff on the bucket. Let's change the symbol to the one that represents that. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There, I'm back. Alright, so let's find that one. Not that, not that, not that. There we are. Yeah, that represents a squeeze. Alright, so I will leave that for number 2 to indicate, again, just as it's a visual that yes, I'm in the right position in my auxiliary functions. Now the other ones here, if I continue to toggle through, auxiliary 3, I don't have anything. They're all down to nothing. Auxiliary 4 is not enabled. Auxiliary 5 is not enabled. I go back to 1. So 1, have all the way up on the left side, nothing on the right side, And this corresponds, these little emblems correspond to the controls on the left joystick and the right joystick. We have our cutting head plumbed into this left side control. We have the grapple in the right side control. So you're not going to be able to change from left to right joystick with what it does. This is what it should look like. And of course I've got the grapple with functions both ways. And then I change this one. I have functions both ways for the grapple, but I don't have anything on my big lines going out. So those are your two settings. Now to get out, I can just go back out, press number 1, and I'm out. So again, to get into that programming section, press your menu, toggle down, auxiliary flow, enter, auxiliary 1, and this is what it should look like. And every so often this happens, and then we have to remember. So this is what the video is for, to remind us of how to do this. Good luck.